Hi! So this video is going to be a talk about portion distortion. So I'm currently filming a eating only serving sizes for the day video, which will most likely already have been posted when I post this. And some thoughts have occurred to me, or have popped up in my head, regarding portion distortion, health, some talk about eating disorders, disordered eating, all of that. So grab a snack, listen to me talk, share your comments down below, and yeah, I wanted to share my little talk in this separate video instead of the previous eating challenge video, but I will link that down below so you can see that. So now let's get into my long ramble. Something I quickly wanted to talk about is portion distortion, or whatever you should call it. Basically when your view on portions is off. Either that regular portions seem huge, or that regular, or like normal. You can't really normalize portions in a way, considering that portion sizes is very individual, and serving sizes, serving sizes may be a little outdated, but there's still a kind of generalized portion serving size. So for those of you who don't know, I have struggled with anorexia, with very restrictive eating, and then my view on portions was very off. Like a regular portion seemed massive to me. I couldn't understand. Like this meal, I would never have been able to eat it because it would have seemed so huge. Whereas now I'm like, it's not that huge. So yeah, my view on portion sizes was very, very off. But I've also struggled with binge eating, and then once again, normal, regular portion sizes was very off because I could eat very, very huge amounts of food in one sitting. So I have struggled with both sides, where a regular portion has seemed like a huge meal, and on the other hand, a regular standard portion has seemed very tiny and not something that could fill me up. I have found my balance, I found the portions that work for me, I found the way of eating that works for me. So, in the past I have eaten 6 smaller meals a day, but now I eat 3 or 4 kind of bigger meals that works for me. So people can struggle a lot to find their right portion or know what a right portion size is. Such as example in USA, the portion sizes are very big. Like from what I understand, and even when I was in New York, it was several years ago, but everything was just plus size, it was huge, and people adapt to that. They begin eating that way, and suddenly one portion is like 3 servings. Like I mentioned, a bottle of cola is 2 servings, even if the majority of people would drink that whole in one go. There are foods which are a single serving, but actually have 2 servings. I've seen like rice packages and that where it says, I think it says, instant serve, but it's 2 servings or something like that. How would you find the right portion sizes with all the diet myths, with the, weight loss and the diet trends and portion distortion? I guess my best advice kind of is to find what works for you based on your lifestyle. Are you working? Are you studying? Do you work out? What type of exercise you do? How hungry are you? What foods do you like? Like if you're someone who is more drawn to the higher fat foods, then maybe your portions are a little smaller. Not only because fat is more filling, but also it has more energy. Whereas if you're someone who is more drawn to maybe carbs or protein, if you have someone who has a plant-based vegan diet, then you can eat more volume because you'll be eating more food that is not as high in calorie. I'm not a huge fan of comparing food or anything like that, but if you were to eat raisins compared to grapes, you'd be able to eat a larger volume of grapes than raisins, or if you were to eat the same amount of calories in maybe a vegetable red lentil stew versus a creamy, cheesy beef stew. I don't know if that's a thing, but you know, you get it, that portion sizes are also kind of based off what food you like and what food you eat. And of course your lifestyle is a huge determinant of how much you can eat and should eat. You know, you can eat as much or as little as you want, but the health consequences and impacts of that vary, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know where I'm getting with this, but I think serving sizes are a kind of base. Like, you know, you see maybe, okay, 3 potatoes, that is a serving size. I don't actually know how many potatoes is, or you see a meal like this and be like, okay, this is based on serving sizes. This is roughly a standard normal plate. And then based on that, you can be like, well, I might want more cheese and avocado on this meal, so then maybe you eat or take away the chickpeas, example, or maybe you don't even need to take away the chickpeas because you need more energy in your meal, so you can just add them. Kind of, as I said at the very beginning, a standard serving is not generalized or personalized to you or your lifestyle or your needs, but it is a kind of base, I would say. And then from your own kind of, you learn to figure out what your body needs, what is best for you over time, if you try to listen to your body and kind of base your portions from that. It's easy to sit here and say this, but trust me, I have been through a hell of a struggle to find food balance. You know, years of restrictive eating, years of purging, binging, a lot of fear foods, a lot of rules and regulations and that through food. So it has been a long journey to find this food balance, and it's trial and error, learning to listen to my body. Am I hungry? Then I eat. You know, stopping when I'm full, but also allowing myself that extra cookie when I want it. And also, you know, I may know that, okay, this amount is a serving size, but today I need or want more, and that is okay. So yeah, currently editing this film, and I just wanted to add in some extras. So social media can also have a huge impact on portion sizes and portion distortion. On one side, there's people who post tiny portions of food. Maybe they're on different diets or trying to lose weight, or they just don't want to show how much they eat, so they post tiny portions. And then on the other side, there are people who do 10,000 calorie food challenges, other food related challenges, or huge mukbangs and all of that. And it can become very hard to know what is a normal portion size when you see these two extremes. Is it normal to eat 10,000 calories on the weekend? Is it normal to just eat half a potato and half a piece of chicken? The fact is, you never know how much people actually eat in reality. What they post on social media doesn't have to be true. So don't ever base your portion sizes on what others post online. And basically the whole message of this video is trying to find intuitive eating and balance, listening to your own body, even if that is extremely hard. It is a long journey, it's trial and error, trusting your body when there are all these messages telling you what to eat, how to eat, what not to eat, all of that. The fact is as well that portion sizes can vary throughout your whole lifetime. Example, if you're super active, you're going to be needing either bigger portions or more meals. Whereas maybe if you change job, you go from a job that is super active to a job where you're just sitting, maybe you get injured, you can't work out, that is also going to affect how big your portions, I guess, should be. Once again, maybe you eat less frequently then, or you just have to cut down on portions. Personally, I think that using serving sizes, portion size guides can be a good base, but once again you have to adapt it to your own life, to what works for you, based on your lifestyle, based on preference, based on what foods you eat. Like if you eat a lot of vegetables, you're going to be eating more portions. One thing that many people do when they first go vegan or transition to a whole food plant-based diet is that they don't realize that they, one, have to substitute the food they're taking away with other food, but also if they're eating more vegetables, the portion size will increase. So I just wanted to add that into this video.